Good evening, Chair Arrejo and members of the Planning Commission. The citizen received of a special use permit application for a new banquet hall facility under PC 23-520-01, located at 517 West Winneby Road. The application was submitted by Aurelio Lopez on behalf of the property owner, John Bell. The request is to allow the operation of a banquet hall facility within the existing commercial tenant space of approximately 5,097 square feet. The project site is located in a 20,436 square foot multi-tenant commercial building on a 1.48 acre lot. The lot is part of a larger 3.02 acre shopping center. The hours of operation for the private event will be from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Friday and Saturday. In addition, the application is requested an administrative parking relief from the proposed use from 145 parking spaces to 60 parking spaces in compliance with the Oxnard City Code Section 16-651. The city map shows shown on the screen shows the general location of the project site within the city of Oxnard. The property general plan land use designations for commercial general as shown on the map on the left, and the zoning designation is general commercial as shown on the map on the right side of the screen. The surrounding zoning designations and uses to the north are apartment complexes in the high residential zone. To the south, across Winneby Road, is a vacant lot in the light manufacturing plant development zone. To the west are some vacant retail units in the general commercial zone. To the east of the subject site is a laundromat, and from the subject property is a single-tenant building currently vacant in the general commercial zone. The picture shown on your screen shows the existing conditions of the property. The picture was taken looking north from Winneby Road. A little bit of a history in regards to the subject property. In the mid-1980s, the 23,960 square foot building was used as a roller skating facility. In 2003, the Planning Commission approved the operation of a community hall with music, dancing, and entertainment. In 2009, the Planning Commission approved a major modification to the special use permit to allow alcohol to be catered and served. The project was appealed to the City Council and adopted a resolution upholding the Planning Commission's decision. In 2011, the City Council accepted a periodic status report to consider any nuisance related to the issues. And in 2017, the community center ceased operation. On your screen, you're able to see the proposed site plan for the banquet hall facility. The blue rectangle box represents the overall area of the existing shopping center of approximately 41,985 square feet. The red rectangle box shows the boundaries of the property for the project site of approximately 20,436 square feet. And the yellow rectangle box shows the proposed banquet hall facility area of 5,076 square feet. A total of 220 parking stalls are within the shopping center, of which 171 parking spaces are located along the front of the property and share and face Winneby Road. 49 parking stalls located at the rear of the properties are divided among existing properties for each property retail uses. From the 49 parking stalls along the rear, 22 parking spaces are within the subject site and will serve the proposed banquet hall facility. The proposed banquet hall facility floor plan is composed of a dining, dance, and DJ sound areas and restrooms. No exterior and interior improvements are being proposed as part of the application. The project is consistent with the city's general land use designation, commercial general, compatible with the surrounding uses, and will infill and reuse an existing tenant space. The project will be consistent with the city's zoning designation with the approval with the SUP. The application will also be consistent with the commercial parking requirements with the approval of the administrative parking relief. In regards to the required parking, the existing shopping center provides a total of 220 parking spaces. The city's parking requirements per Oxnard City Code Section 16-622F requires banquet hall facilities to provide one parking space for every 35 square feet of floor area, and retail use is required to provide one parking space for every 250 square foot of floor area. With this being said, the proposed 5,076 square foot banquet hall facility requires 145 parking spaces. The remaining retail and baking uses within the shopping center of approximately 36,909 square feet requires 148 parking spaces. The shopping center currently provides 220 parking stalls, in which 293 parking spaces are required, creating a deficit of 73 parking spaces. Therefore, a parking modification is required. Since a parking modification is required in accordance to Oxnard City Code Section 16-651, the applicant submitted a parking analysis prepared by the Associated Transportation Engineers dated June 25, 2024. The parking analysis evaluated the proposed banquet hall facility parking demands to determine if existing shared parking supply within the shopping center will accommodate existing proposed and all future uses. The comparable uses provided in the submitted parking study included live theaters, outdoor amphitheaters, and a comparable parking rate used for existing venues within the city of Oxnard. The survey of the mentioned comparable uses resulted in an average vehicle occupancy of 2.4 or a parking rate of 0.42 per guest. As provided in the parking study, table 5 and 6, which is shown on your screen, provides the shopping center estimated share weekday and weekend parking demands as a result of parking demands observations for the existing shopping center. The weekday parking demands survey observations completed to the existing shopping center results are shown on table 5, which included the parking demands for existing uses, baking units, and proposed use. According to the survey, the required parking for the proposed use and other uses is 168 parking spaces, in which 193 parking spaces are provided, with a surplus of 25 parking stalls. The weekend parking demand survey results, as shown on table 6, shows that the requirements of 193 parking spaces for the existing uses, baking units, and proposed use. However, staff believes that the parking study includes some discrepancies and is recommending to reduce the number of guests to conform with the parking requirements as analyzed in the parking study. Since staff does not know the future uses for the baking areas, the conservative approach will be for the baking units to comply with the city's off-street parking requirements as listed in the Oxnard City Code Sections 16-622F for shopping centers. Therefore, a staff recommendation is for baking areas as shown on the parking demand table 6 to comply with the city's parking requirements and require 35 parking spaces instead of 31 spaces. With this change, the proposed banquet hall facility is recommended to reduce the total number of guests to 124 parking spaces and maintain the total number of required parking spaces for all existing, vacant, and proposed uses to 192 parking spaces. In addition, staff recommended the following key conditions of approval. Condition number 42, requiring the applicant to submit the city periodic status report every 6 months for a period of 2 years from the grand opening of the facility. Condition number 44 requires that the banquet hall facility not to exceed 124 guests and 4 employees. Condition 45, the approval of the special use permit is only valid if reciprocal access and parking is provided for all properties within the shopping center. Condition number 47, the banquet hall facility shall comply with the city's noise ordinance as set for commercial properties. Condition 48, the rear access door shall be maintained closed at all times except for emergencies or services being provided for the proposed use. And condition 62, the hours of operation for the proposed banquet hall facility shall be limited to 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and a.m. to 12 p.m. for Friday and Saturday. A community workshop for the banquet facility was conducted on March 20th, 2023, and three members of the community had questions in regards to the lighting, security, alcohol license, hours of operation, number of guests, and parking. The project is categorically exempt in accordance with Section 15301, Class 1, existing facilities of the CEQA guidelines. Therefore, staff has determined that there is no substantial evidence that the project will have significant effect on the environment and recommends that the notice of exemption is to be filed. Staff recommendation for the proposed operation of the banquet hall facilities to adopt a resolution approving planning and zoning permit numbers 23-520-01, subject to certain findings and conditions. And that concludes staff's presentation.